Hi there. Hi, friends. How's everyone doing today? It's a beautiful sunny day. Let me see who's there. Let me see. Is Ariel there with Zachary and your little brother? I hope you're joining us down in Atlanta. And Madeline over in Virginia. And Iris in Maryland too. And Hannah and Noah. How you doing? Hi, Oliver and Sarah. Oh, I see Sam and Henry over there. And Matea. And Kayla and her whole class. Hi to all the boys and girls in class. And I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I didn't say your name, then just call out and say your name now. I'll wait and listen. Okay. All right. Today's story is a very, very silly story. And you're going to see the title. And there's a word that I'm going to say, don't say. But even though I said don't say it, the word is in the book and I am allowed to read it. It's called The Stupids Have a Ball by James Marshall and Harry Allard. If you like this book, they wrote a whole series of books, so you might like some of their others. Can anyone predict what will this story be about? Okay, I'll wait. Turn to someone next to you and make your prediction. Yeah, probably do very silly things. Here's the title page, The Stupids Have a Ball. What does that mean? That word ball can mean more than one thing. A bouncing ball. To have a ball means to have a lot of fun. Or a dance. When you go to a dance, it could be called the ball. Let's get started. Report card time had rolled around again. Mr. and Mrs. Stupid could hardly wait for Buster and Petunia to get home from school. Why do you think they were excited? Here's a picture of the parents and the two children. They had just come home from school. Hooray, cried Mr. Stupid. This time Buster and Petunia flunked everything. And that's hard to do, said his wife. The two stupid kids beamed from ear to ear. What does that mean, beamed? That's right, Sammy. That's right. It means smiled. They were happy. This calls for a celebration, declared Mr. Stupid. Why don't we have a costume ball and invite all our relatives, said Mrs. Stupid. You know how they all like to get dressed up. Do you like to get dressed up? What does that mean, have a costume ball? What is a costume ball? Turn to someone next to you and tell them, what is a costume ball? Right, when you wear a costume. The Stupid's wonderful cat, Xylophone, was so excited, her tail got stuck in her nose. Did that happen? Is this a true story or is this fiction? Could it be a true story? Maybe. There could be a family with that name. While Xylophone blew up party balloons, Mr. and Mrs. Stupid and the Stupid's wonderful dog, Kitty, wrote out the invitations. Oh dear, said Mrs. Stupid, I don't know how to spell Cousin Dottie Stupid's last name. That's a tough one, all right, said her husband. Why is that tough? Why is that difficult? What's Cousin Dottie Stupid's last name? That's right, say it out loud. Right, it's the same name as they have. Now here's a picture of the cat and the dog in the kitchen cooking. So I brought a little toy kitchen over so we can make believe we're in the kitchen cooking. And I put some of the supplies up here. Benny, I know how you like it when I bring the props over. That's what Grandma told me. That afternoon, Kitty and Xylophone made punch in the kitchen. Their punch is always so tasty. So we'll stir up some punch in our bowl. I wonder what the secret ingredients are. The two stupid kids smacked their lips. Let me see you smack your lips when something is delicious. What do you see in the kitchen that they're cooking with that's so delicious? Do you see ketchup? Would that be delicious? Do you see tuna fish? Would that be delicious? I don't know. Doesn't sound yummy to me. Stir it all up in the punch bowl. Let's find out what happens next. Oh, that took me a long time to turn the page. Here's a picture of somebody in a costume. "Time to put on our costumes," Mrs. Stupid called out. When Petunia saw her father's costume, she squealed with delight. "I'm General George Washing Machine," said Mr. Stupid. "I can see that, Daddy," said Petunia. "What's funny about that? Is there anything funny about that?" Now look closely. Look at Mom. What is she wearing? And let's see, Mimi brought some. This is what Mom was wearing. Let's find out. "Gosh," cried Buster, "Mr. Rudolph Rat is missing." "Never mind," said his mother, who was wearing some beautiful spaghetti. "You can always make up your own outfit." Do you ever make your own costume? When do you do that? What holiday? That's right, for Halloween. Take a minute and turn to someone in your room and tell them what costume you would like to make for next Halloween. Okay. Or Mom and Dad can help you. Here's the next page. And there's a little duck. So you know that Mimi brought a little duck over too to show you. A loud quacking was heard in the yard. Let me hear you all quack. Go ahead, louder. Okay. "That must be Cousin Dottie Stupid," said Mrs. Stupid. "She's the only one in the family who drives a duck." Cousin Dottie was always the first to arrive at parties. "This duck really moves," said Cousin Dottie. Psh, what does that mean, really moves? Right, it means it goes fast. Whoa, look at everybody coming to the party. And I brought some little vehicles with people coming in different unusual ways. I have lots of toys at my house that I collect and I save here for my grandkids to play with. If you have any little toys, you can pull them out and you can act this out later. Soon other members of the Stupid family began arriving. Vroom, 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 vroom. Look carefully. The pictures have so many interesting details in them. My, said Mr. Stupid. "I've never seen so many stupids together in one room." "There's Uncle Angus McStupid," said Mrs. Stupid. "Which one is he?" said her husband. Do you know which one he is? That's quite a costume he has. And here's a picture in front of the fireplace. Funny picture. "Oh, look," squealed Petunia. "It's Grandfather Stupid." Grandfather Stupid came down the chimney. He was dressed as the Easter Bunny. "Ho, ho, ho," he said. What's funny about that? Turn to someone next to you and tell them why that's funny. Who usually says ho, ho, ho? That's right. Did you say Santa Claus? Here's another funny picture. Look at all the details. I'll hold it up while I read. The Stupid's guests were all enjoying themselves immensely. Oh, that's a good word. What does that mean? Samantha? Henry? What does immensely mean? That's right. A lot. And everyone thought little Ichabod Stupid was very cute when he dangled his toes in the punch. Do you want to have some punch that someone dangled their toes in? I don't think so. Now here's somebody dancing. But Grandfather Stupid was having the most fun of all. "You sure can polka, Dot," he said. Oh, that's funny. He called her name, Dot, and he said, "You sure can polka." Do you see any polka dots? What's a polka dot? Right, little round circles. They're having such a good time. It looks like someone's leaving the party now. When the ball was over and the last guest was leaving, Mr. Stupid turned to his wife. "Did you notice that we were the only ones wearing costumes?" he said. The other Stupids came in their everyday clothes. "Oh dear," said Mrs. Stupid, "I forgot to mention that it would be a costume ball." "Never mind," said Buster. "We all had a wonderful time, General." "We always do," said Mr. Stupid, closing the door. Those were their regular clothes? What was funny about what they were wearing? And that's the end. What did you think of that book, The Stupids Have a Ball? Was that a true story, or was that fiction? What did you think of the way that Mrs. Stupid decorated her dress? What would you do with spaghetti? Would you decorate clothes with it? I heard you, Oliver. You could do crafts with it. You're right. You could do crafts with it before you cook it. Well, I hope you enjoyed our story today, and I can't wait to see the funny pictures you draw about the Stupid family. You can have them having a party. You can have them just being in the house, doing anything that you want a family to do. Can you write some sentences? Can you make it into a book? I would love that. You know I'd love to see that. And if you do, have Mom or Dad email or text it to me. If you like this book, when the library's open again, you can find other books by the same author in this whole series of books about the Stupids. Like I said, that's not a word we usually say, but we're allowed to say it when we're reading this book. Well, have a great day, and I love reading to you all. Love from Mimi. Bye.